visitor for Bear. One morning, Bear heard a tap tap tapping on his front door. When he opened his door, there was a mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. No visitors are allowed, Bear said, pointing to the sign. Go away. He closed the door and went back to the business of making his breakfast. He set out one cup and one spoon, but when he opened the cupboard to get one out bowl, there was the mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. I told you to leave, cried Bear. Perhaps we could have just a spot of tea, said the mouse. Out, commanded Bear. Most sorry, said the mouse. I'll be going now. Bear showed him to the door shut and firmly. Then he went back to the business of making his breakfast, but when he opened the bread drawer from one slice of bread, there was the mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. Unavailable, rumbled Bear. Away with you, vamoose. I do like a bit of cheese, said the mouse. Bear pointed to the rigid claw toward the door. Yes, then here I go, said the mouse. Very well, and the mouse whisked out the door. This time Bear shut the door very firmly, locked it tight. He locked the windows for good measure. Then once again he went back to the business of making his breakfast. But when he opened the fridge to get one egg, there was the mouse. Be gone, roared Bear. A fracking fire? Ventured the mouse. This is impossible, intolerable, insufferable, cried Bear, shaking with anger and disbelief. Terribly sorry, mumbled the mouse. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm gone. And the mouse looked very sorry indeed while he waited for Bear to unbolt the door and let him go out again. This time, before he went back to the business of making his breakfast, Bear shut the door very firmly, locked it, boarded the window shut, stopped up the chimney, and even plugged the drain in the bathtub. Carefully, Bear set about the business of making his breakfast. He opened the cupboard. No mouse. He opened the bread drawer. Nothing. Phew. He opened the fridge. Mouse was free. Yes, indeed. He lifted the lid to the tea kettle. There was the mouse, small and gray and well you know as the rest. Bear fell to the floor and swept. I give up, he blubbed. You win. I am undone. So sorry, said the mouse, but perhaps if I could have just a bit of cheese and a cup of tea, and do you think we could unstop the chimney and have a nice fire? Bear blew his nose and honked a loud honk. But then you must go. No visitors are allowed. You have my word, said the mouse. Bear unshuttered the onboard, the windows, unlocked the door, unstopped the chimney, and unplugged the drain. He thought out 2 plates of cheese and 2 teacups, and he made a crackling fire in the fireplace for his 2 sets of toes. The mouse warmed his feet and nibbled the slip, and Bear did too. Then for a long while, the cock in Bear's house tickled loudly. Bear cleared his throat. The mouse looked most attentive. No one had ever been most attentive to the bear. The fire's nice, Bear announced. Lovely, said the mouse. No one had ever said bears' fires were lovely. I can do a headstand, said the bear. Very impressive, exclaimed the mouse. Bear told a joke. The mouse laughed heartily. No one had ever laughed at Bear's jokes before. Bear began to think another joke. The mouse set down his teacup. Bear quickly left the teapot. There's plenty more, he said. So sorry, said the mouse, most kind, but I must be on my way. Really? You needn't to go? Said Bear. I am off, said the mouse, singing up from his chair. What? Wait, cried Bear. But the mouse stepped out the door. To-do, said the mouse. Don't go, wailed Bear, throwing his body across the path. But I gave you my word, said the mouse, pointing at the no visitors allowed sign. Oh, that, cried Bear, pulling down the sign and tearing up. That's for salesmen, not for fans. Not for friends? Asked the mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. Bear nodded. The mouse's bright eyes glowed brighter. Bear smiled. Do you like one lump or two? Said Bear mostly politely. I like two, said the mouse, and Bear agreed.